Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the player at Sky. We have Spartan Locke. He's from the Halo 5 Guardians. And this is also going to be a blind review, which means I know little or none at all about the character, other than he looks awesome. I'm more of a figure collector as opposed to a gamer. Yeah. But I do like armored personnel, it's kind of like my criteria for getting the play arts. If he does have a look, he or she has an awesome armor, I might end up getting those. And as such, I saw promo pictures of this. It looks great, and hopefully it does so as we check out the figure. I did review the Master Chief, and that guy is amazing, and hopefully this one too. I got mine from Tatsu Hobby as a special order. I'll provide the link down below for inquiries. It's a special order. I'm not sure if they have it on store, but yeah, just ask them. Alright, so here's the box. Quite nice. Kind of like has a similar feel to a Master Chief. This one, on the other hand, has some kind of robot in the distance there. Interesting. And you have the city right there. Quite nice. The back side here. Seems like game footage. Here to the side, quite nice, and you got your Spartans there. Kind of curious if they're gonna make more of this, or if they've announced it. I don't think I've heard any news. Let's open it up. Here we go. The light is glaring it. Oh well. Alright, so we got Spartan Locke. Formerly an agent in the secret office of the Naval Intelligence, he's an expert in tracking and limiting dangerous, highly valued targets, including rogue Spartan super soldiers. Interesting. And you got more info there, so just pause the video and take a look. Looks awesome. Seems like he has the same loadout as Master Chief. He got a pistol and a rifle. Very cool. Alright, so that's it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Likewise, inside you have the base. It does require a bit of assembly. I typically don't take this out since it kind of messes up the backing, but in the same case, even if you rip this out, it's not going to be shown since you have the plastic casing for the rest of the figure. Instructions on here on the right. On the left kind of gives you an idea of what you can interchange. It's pretty much the same as the Master Chief. You got 3 pairs of hands, you got your rifle, you got your pistol, and you have that extra connector peg for the pistol or the rifle. Unfortunately, you only get one. Alright, so we have Spartan Locke here. He looks great. His armor looks very sleek. Amazing. And you got this blue tubing that goes around his body. Quite nice. Not sure if that might be his cooling system. But yeah, really nice. You got that awesome blue visor as well. Yeah, with the details there too. Quite nice. And overall, it looks amazing. Even this part here kind of looks like textured Kevlar woven thing. Nice. Lots of different shades of metallic blue. Then you have gunmetal. Really amazing. There is a bit of weathering, like seems like it's scraped up here with that silver. Nice. Even on the bottom side here, you got that dirt effect, weathered effect. So, yeah. Alright, so that's that. Let's go over articulation. Articulation wise, start here with the head. So he can look up, look down, kind of like Master Chief, but I think he has a bit better articulation, just a little bit more. Especially that he's able to look up like that. Yep. This does not come in an alternate face like Master Chief, or alternate the helmet. I don't think his helmet got broken in. Get this interesting details here on the shoulder. I don't think any of those has any function or moves. I do believe they have kind of like assisted jumps, like thrusters on the back. Kind of wish to give you that effect part. But yeah, nice armor. You got peg connections there for the weapon. And moving on. Oh, you even have the insignia there, huh? And that's for the Spartans. Maybe there's a specific team that he's part of. You got your shoulder here. You got rotating joints. You can see right there. And then you also have that swivel here. It doesn't work as much because of how this armor is designed. Yeah, it's kind of a bit hindered. You do have that bicep swivel. You get your elbow bend, but you can kind of get a certain pose. Even maybe the cross arm. Then you got your wrist joint here. So your typical player sky articulation. Then you have your torso here, which is also a hinge, a bolt joint. Quite great. Even on the hips here, really nice. In terms of gap, when he leans forward, let's see if there it goes. Gonna have to loosen it up a little bit. So you can lean that much, not a lot though. But there's barely any gaps on the back. Although pushing it back, it might hit that top part there, especially in the waist also. The waist area here, it's actually quite intact, which is great. It doesn't, it's not too loose or anything. Then you have your waist, probably this much spread. If you want to raise it up, you gotta move forward like this. Then you get your, let's see, does he have a swivel? I don't think he has a tie swivel, unlike Master Chief. Oh, there it is. Huh, so... Oh, there we go. Just gotta crack that in. The paint. Hopefully I didn't damage anything. So that's that. Then you got your knee here. Double jointed knee. A little bit more. And I think that's the max you can go. Not too bad. I like that knee design. It's just right. There we go. There we go. I think that's probably a better one. Really awesome. Then you got your ankle joint here. And you also have a toe joint right there. And his foot is a little bigger than Master Chief's. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna bring Master Chief and have like a size comparison between the two. Here it is right next to Master Chief, and Master Chief still is a bit taller than him. Yeah. Interesting. So in terms of height, again, Master Chief is about 10 inch. Just roughly about 10 inch. He's about 9.5. So about a half-inch difference between the two. Yeah. Alright, so next up, accessories and gimmicks. So aside from the closed fist, you have a pair of open hands right here. And likewise, you got some great details on them. There we go. And you have a pair for holding the pistol or the rifle. Quite nice. Similarly, like what I did with Master Chief, I'm just gonna swap the right side with trigger finger hand and swap out the other one with the kind of like the open hand here. Alright, so pop that out, put this on. Gotta love those straight pegs. Right, make sure it's all the way in. There we go. Right, so let's just get him resituated here again. Let's start with the pistol. So the pistol is right here. From what I can tell, it's the same as Master Chief's. Master Chief's is right here, and they're pretty much identical. same one, same peg here, which can be mounted onto the side or onto the other side there, whichever way you want it to be holstered. Actually, there's no holster, but whichever way you want to peg it in. Yep. Well, I don't think you want to put this on the back. But this peg connection is going to be used later for the rifle. And for that, I'm just going to leave that there. Alright, so let's put this on. It's just a matter of getting that thumb out of the way and sliding this in. Yeah, it's always the hardest part. There we go. Then kind of just push this all the way down there. Oh, it's not letting me in. Try it this way. All right. There we go. All right. So I got it in there somehow. And we got the pistol. So his biceps was actually kind of hindered with this armor here. Huh. Oh, there we go. But this, I guess it doesn't go in underneath. But yeah, you get your pistol right there. Quite nice. I like it. Let's do other positions here. Yeah, definitely a lot of cool poses you can do with that. Really nice. So that's that. Next part is the rifle. You got the rifle here. It looks, whoops, quite amazing. And comparing this with Master Chief's, here's Master Chief's, and it's a different weapon. Quite nice. You got that stock there. Probably that's where the ammo is. Although I still kind of like this one more. But yeah, quite nice. This does make it a lot easier to put on as well. A little bit hard time putting on Master Chief's rifle. Right, so for locks, just slides in there. Just get that trigger finger and slide it in. There we go. That's a lot easier. Alright, so let's do a couple of, well, this might not work. There we go. Alright, I think that's a little bit better. Or have him just holding the rifle like that. What else we got? And actually, it's kind of weird though, having that, wait, hold on. Be a little bit more. I think the finger might not be all the way in. I think that's the problem. Oh, huh. Actually, let me check that. Alright, so I'm noticing an issue here. Basically, this side of the hand here is hitting the stock. So, yeah. And I wish the stock is a little bit longer. Just a little bit, that way you have a better... I don't know, maybe you just need to force that in. Yeah, but that's... Yeah, it's just so weird. And notice there's holes underneath too. Anyways, that's that. Yeah, this looks like a bit more like a pistol as opposed to a rifle, but... Well, it's like an extended pistol. Anyways, that's that. It still looks great. We got that stripes there as well. And yeah, there we go. Just let me get him in a better pose here. So, there we go. Quite nice. And we can put the pistol there. But this one has a peg connection too, and it goes through. I think the Master Chief one does not. So let's take this out. And I don't think there's any paint damage. Maybe just little scuff marks, which is not too bad. Pegs in here. Probably this way. There we go. Can you even reach that? That's the question. Kind of a weird. Yeah, how do you even grab the rifle from that angle? Well, I guess you just gotta hold it from one end there. I guess that. Then the whole thing just pops out. Interesting. But yeah, this is great. I like it. I recently watched game footage, or kind of like a cinematic, where they're fighting hand to hand, and that's really cool. And if you have these two figures, you can reenact that, or have a certain pose. Really cool stuff. Yeah, these two figures are amazing. I really like them. And yeah. But unfortunately though, that's just the price point. I think we're reaching over $100 for each of them. That's a bit too much. I really hope that PlayArt Sky pricing goes down. I think at the most $100 will be great, but some of them are even reaching 200, and you get to the point that why not just get a Hot Toys? But anyways, if you like Halo franchise and you're looking for a Master Chief or a Spartan Locke figure, definitely these two are great figures to check out. Yeah, and they're awesome. Other than that, I think that's about it for this review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby as a special order. They do carry PlayArt Sky, and you can always ask about it through the inquiry. They don't carry it unless it's a very popular figure. It's just that I believe that PlayArt Sky is a niche. Not a lot of people will go for them. They're not, or unlike the figure arts, a lot of people go for that. Those are, you can easily sell those, but PlayArt Sky, yeah. I think I'm one of the few that I know within my circle of groups that collects them. They're really expensive. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.